speaking of great partners, for more than 100 years, Boys and Girls Clubs of America have been mentoring with programs built on education, character, fitness, and leadership. And each year, nearly 4 million students benefit from the club's programs. Sheba Turk is with our next guest who grew up at his Boys and Girls Club. Sheba?
That's right, Soledad. I'm joined now with Brian Ball from Atlanta, Georgia, a man who knows the difference that mentorship can make because it made a difference in his life. Thank you for joining us, Brian. And tell me how you first got involved with the Boys and Girls Club of America.
Well, my dad, before my parents divorced, my dad signed me up and my two sisters for the Boys and Girls Club. And my mom had no idea about it. And he signed us up a little bit before, and then he was gone. And so it was kind of like the last present he gave me, and he didn't even know what it would do for me. So
Wow.
It's amazing.
All right, and I understand you had a first mentor at the club named Mr. J. Tell me about him.
Mr. J is the executive director at Lawrenceville Boys and Girls Club in Metro Atlanta. And so he was like the first male role model I encountered at the Boys and Girls Club. And I mean, from going to school and getting in trouble, and he would find out before I got there. And he would bring me into his office, and we'd sit down, have these constructive conversations, and just talk about what I could do better. He didn't force me to do anything. He just guided me for 12 years.
Which is amazing. I understand as you got older, you had a second mentor. That was Mr. Clark. Tell us about him.
Mr. Silas Clark, I call him Uncle Si. He sat me down and talked to me and said, "Brian, what do you want to do?" I said, "I love mentorship, I love leadership, but I want to be an artist." And he says, "Well, why don't you do it?" I said, I don't know how. He says, "I'll teach you." And so since then, he's always been on my back for me pursuing what I want to do in my heart, not what it just comes natural to me or what's quote unquote my gift. It's what I want to do in life.
Which is really cool and I'm sure helped you a lot throughout life. So of course there were sports and activities at the club. How though did the club help you as a student?
As a student, it focuses a lot on academics. So we've got 4 million kids coming in America, and 78% of them from 5th to 12th grade are all on track to graduate. And I mean, for me in high school, it was rough. I didn't know what to do freshman year, 10th grade, 11th grade, and I started getting it senior year, and it was because the Boys and Girls Club said, "Hey, you need a tutor? Here you go. Hey, you need time to do your homework? Here you go. We know what you need to do and also what you can do to have fun." So they helped me get that priority straight and that balance. And you know, it was just awesome. It was just awesome.
And they helped you so much and you had so much support. I understand you're helping now. Tell us how you're doing that.
Right now I am still currently reigning as the Youth of the Year for the state of Georgia. And I've been giving back to my Boys and Girls Club since I've been able to, really. And as a photographer, my talents, but more so working with the teens at my Boys and Girls Club because they're the future. You know, I want to let them know what I was told, and so they can do the same thing. And for the past 4 summers, I worked at Camp Kiwanis, where I directly affected kids' lives in the outdoors, and just being there for them because of the backgrounds they come from. They might not have anybody as a mentor. And so here I am being a father figure when I didn't grow up with my dad. So that's what the Boys and Girls Club did for me.
That is amazing. Brian, thank you so much for sharing your story, and it's so great to see what you are doing for the community now. Guys, we know you have stories of your own with your mentors, so make sure you share those online today on social media. You can use the hashtag #AmGrad. We want to hear your stories. But for now, we are going to take a look at how NBA Hall of Famer Shaquille O'Neal grew and grew, all thanks to the club.
Hello, hello, hello. Hi, hi, hi. Oh,
how are you?
How are you? Nice to see you. No spinning. That's how you hit it. What you gonna be when you grow up?
Basketball player.
You gonna be better than LeBron? Better than Kobe? Better than me? Better.
No.
What?
He can be better than you.
Yeah, say yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 19.
No, 5.
I don't know how to count. You're gonna have to teach me how to. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 5. Jameer and Faith sitting in a tree. K-I-S-S-I-N-G. First come love, first come love. Then come baby and a baby carrot. This ain't what you want, buddy. Steph Curry. Wow! Steph Curry, this ain't what you want.
We're right here in the Boys and Girls Club. You came here. What did it mean to you to have this club?
This is the place where it all started. Both parents had jobs, couldn't afford babysitters. Good thing for me, I live right across the street, Clinton and Avon, right there. Those projects right there. So I was instructed to, after school, come here and wait till one of us can get you. And a lady by the name of Miss Banks. She's still here.
Sure is.
She's like everybody's aunt, everybody's mom, everybody's grandmama. She was one that just, made sure all the kids went in the right direction. So, hers is very simple. Let me see your homework first. So education was very important. Then after we show her the homework, we get to come up here and play. So this was my safe haven, but it was also a place where I could cultivate my dreams.
If you were not here and this club were not here, where would Shaquille O'Neal have been?
Well, I was already a low-level juvenile delinquent. I mean low-level, mischievous, getting into trouble. I got friends and family who didn't make it, who, decided to go the easy route and didn't make it. Could have possibly went that route or could have possibly went the route I went before. But this was here. I took advantage of it. Thank God for organizations like this and people like Miss Banks. She used to spank me with her belt. Did you ever see a kid running up the hall yelling, Miss Banks? No, that was me. I'm sorry, Miss Banks. I owe this place. I owe the Boys and Girls Club of America. That's why I keep coming back. If it wasn't for this place, there'd be no Shaquille O'Neal or a Shaquille O'Neal brand.
And it's even more now. It offers even more now than when you were a kid.
Yeah, they didn't have any of this when I was a kid. That's why I said I, teamed up with them and I'd come back and we help raise money and I help build all the stuff they have in there now. And it's awesome. People call it giving back. This is what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to do it because my mother told me to do it. Mom says, you need to go back and fix that place up. You need to go back to Newark and fix Newark up. So all the stuff that I'm doing, some people may call it giving back, but I'm taking orders from the person who raised me, Lucille O'Neal Harrison.
You can care about any place in the world, do whatever you want to do. Why Newark? I know you made the promise to.
Because my mother and father created a program called Shack. They got all the parts from Newark. You can't find the parts anywhere else. So, and if I want to keep my sharpness, I got to come back home and get my parts replaced. Period. That's why. They don't build this sexiness anywhere else. They build it right here.
You did say sexiness, right?
Sexiness. SEXINESSS. Sexiness.
1, 2,
3, 4, 5. Got it. I got it now. I got it now.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
You've had an important mentor in your life.
Yeah, Dale Brown. 13 years old, 6'9", couldn't dunk, couldn't play. Dale Brown comes to my father's Army base in West Germany. My father says, hey, let's go listen to this guy, coach, maybe you can get a scholarship. So I talked to him, I was like, coach, 6'9", can't play, can't dunk. Can you help me out with some exercise to strengthen my lower extremities? So he puts his hand on me and said, how long you been in the Army? I was like, I'm not in the Army, I'm 13. So he's like, what, 13? So we kept in touch. And what I really liked about Dale Brown is he always sent me quotes, pamphlets, exercise every week in Germany. I read them, and then I had to write him a painful letter. Man, all the stuff you sent me didn't work. Thanks for the help, I appreciate you. I'm gonna quit now, I'm gonna just join the Army like my dad. Love you. Next letter I get, no, I don't want you to quit. You know what, forget basketball. I want you to focus on your education. When you get back to the States and graduate, call me. I'll give you a scholarship. This is when I was 13. Nobody knew who I was. I was 13. He said, I'll give you a scholarship. And that's why I chose to go to LSU, because he saw something in me that I didn't see in myself. And then by the time I got back from Germany to San Antonio, I was the #1 player in high school at the time. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna choose this guy because he helped me. He helped me through the way.
And once you went to LSU?
When I went to LSU, he took care of me and had the same principles my parents have. Heard you were out with some guys drinking the other day. You know better than that. You know to be a leader and not a follower. Yes, sir. Next time you see that happen and people taking pictures, you need to get out of there. You know you don't drink. I don't want you around that crowd. Yes, sir. So he was very, very tough. Tough love only, propelled me to greatness. So, yeah, Dale Brown was definitely a hell of a mentor.